Hey everybody, what's up? It's Friday, September 11th, and so it's been a really good week, really cool week for me. Sometimes when I put my videos out, I put them out on Premiere, and this was the first week that I actually watched the premiere. I didn't realize if you watched the premiere that it's kind of interactive with the people that are watching the video, and it was pretty cool. It wasn't a big tuning in, just a couple viewers, but it was real interactive. And in that video, there was a guy watching the video with me, and we were chatting back and forth. His name was Dan, and Dan, I just want to thank you for turning me onto the Woodturners worldwide woodturners group. That was really cool. Wednesday night, that little get together through Zoom, and I really appreciate that. I do, and that was a good thing. Like, I learned a lot in that, and really got to meet some really cool people and pick up a couple tips, and it kind of like, it made me want to come out here and turn. I'm usually pretty tired when I get home from work, but we've been building a little addition on the house, so my evening's been pretty tied up. We finally got the roof on yesterday, so tonight I got a little bit of time heading into the weekend. We'll do the wiring tomorrow, and so I got this piece of spalted firewood that I pulled out of the pile last winter, and I'm just going to fool around with that. But I wanted to make a video and just acknowledge, I know I have a small channel, not a lot of followers, but just acknowledge that. I appreciate the views and the comments, and I got a couple comments about this Rikon tool, about people that had also just bought it, and hopefully they got to use it this week. And hopefully you guys are impressed with it as much as I was. I'm going to use it on this right now, and I'll probably still make a video of this. But I'm just like, I like that group, that Zoom group that we went to. And I'm not going to ramble on a lot about it, but this wood turning is just, I like the way wood looks when it's done. When you find a grain in it and stain it, whatever. And but I just like building stuff and making stuff. This whole wood turning thing came about because I was carving boats for a long time, like small little kayaks and stuff like that for my sons to play in little creeks and stuff with, and that kind of turned into like carving little wood spirits. And then I think resin is awesome. I did a couple resin tables, just with pictures embedded in them and stuff like that. And so I just like building stuff. I build stuff at work. I build stuff at home. If I need a tool or something, I try to build it if I can, or a stand, I'll build my stand. But yeah, that was a cool group. There was a lot of interesting people there. A lot of knowledge in that group, and it really just made me want to try to take it a little step further in my personal turning. Like I said before, this had no intent on being just a wood turning channel. But I'm finding like a lot of stuff I do, like I'm building this room, I've been working on it for 4 days, and I probably have another 4 days left. And it's only a 12 by 12 room. But to make a video of that, it's going to be like, how do you put an 80-hour work week into a YouTube video and like make it to where people could actually take something away from it. It would be 160 hours to build it if I had to explain like how to use a frame square, how to use a speed square, how to tie it into the house, how to make sure it's waterproof, how to flash it, how to lay the roof. Just things like that are so would be so time consuming. Like a video on just the roof would be great, or a video on building just the wall would be great, but to build the room and try to document the whole thing, it doesn't work. I like doing firewood videos. I like getting out there with the boys and splitting firewood and stacking it, and just teaching them how to be safe with the power tools, and use the power tools, use the tractor, use the backhoe for holding the logs, use the log splitter. Maintaining the trees here on our property. I like to prune them myself, even climb them, and things like that. And try to keep the house kind of fire safe. Like I've read some stuff about how to keep your house fire safe with wildfires and keep the tree line back and stuff like that, underbrush. But you know, all that just you know, goes with this woodworking craft, because I get out there and I cut a branch off and I'm like, oh man, I see something in that. And a lot of the wood that I use for these projects, like wood turning and my wood spirits that I carve and my boats that I carve, the wood comes from a place that, like, you know, it's a place that we go. You know, some of our boats are carved from some of the rivers that we kayak, pieces of driftwood that I find and just grab it and maybe make something out of that. A lot of like the wood spirits and the small bowls and stuff like that I'll make. Like I find wood at work. Work in Chattanooga a lot, or you know, the surrounding areas, and we do a lot of renovation work. And I like to take some of that old wood that I find, or even like pieces of wood that are leftovers that are destined for the dumpster, and try to make something out of it. And it just kind of gives me a reminder of the work that I did, that, you know, that job, because I do ironwork down here, and you know, once our steel's up, that's it. They put brick over it, they put insulation over it, and pretty much everything an ironworker does is covered up by carpenters or masons or whoever else. You don't get to see what we do. So I like to take a little piece of something, or if I find a piece of wood that, like, I don't want to say that it talks to me, but like I'm sure if you're watching this and you do woodwork, you understand what I mean by, like, you see a piece of wood and you're like, you don't have to draw it, you don't have to like sketch it out or nothing. You look at a piece of wood and you're like, I can see that bowl in that piece of wood, or I can see that pipe in that piece of wood, or like I can see that wood spirit in that piece of wood. And that's just where it comes from. It's just creativity, and I like working with wood. This piece of wood right here is going to be I'm going to make a river table. I have 4 of these that I cut. This is I've got bowls made out of this. I've got a couple pipes I've made out of this. This is cherry that we got from a buddy's house. They had some trees knocked down early this spring up in Nashville by the tornadoes. And we went up there and helped him clear wood. And I was like, yeah, we're not going to burn that. I'm going to take it home. And I got a whole pile of it down there on the floor. And I'm going to make bowls out of it. And I'm going to make, I don't know, coasters and whatever else, wall art. But this one here, I got 4 pieces of this. This is going to be a river table. I'm actually working on another Lichtenberg or fractal burnt table right now. I'm gluing one up that's going to be my desk in my room. I made one, but it was too small. So yeah, I just kind of like a quick, I don't know how much of these videos people watch, the first 2 minutes, first 3 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it may be. You know, they might be boring to some people just hearing me talk, but you know, for those of you that are watching and listening and you know, following the channel, I appreciate it. I appreciate any new sub, any comments that I can answer, any questions that, you know, I might do something different and you might be curious, and I'm open to questions, you know, all those things. So that's all. I just wanted to like really reach out to Dan. This video is for Dan. You know who you are, Dan, and I appreciate you turning me on to that group. And it was a good time, and you know, it made me think about what we do out here. When, you know, woodworking, we don't do it for everybody. We do it for ourselves, but you know, in turn, the people that are watching it, it does something for them too. It sparks an interest in them. You know what I mean? That's how many of you were conversating through YouTube. You know, I don't know where you live. You know, I'm in Tennessee. You could be 1,000 miles away, but we have a common interest in it, and it brings people together, and that's cool. And I appreciate it, and I'm gonna, whatever this thing turns out to be is what it turns out to be. I've already got it in here. I didn't put a tenant on it or nothing. It's kind of, it's a cool looking piece of wood. It's going to be a, I don't even know what you call them. I don't know. It's just going to be a weird looking bowl. It's going to have maybe like a winged bowl with some crazy sides, because it's just a cut off piece of log. So here's the log, and anybody that's subscribed, new subscribers, thank you. comments. Appreciate it. Thank you. I will answer them and get back to you or whatever. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Let's make a bowl out of this. So here's the piece of wood. I hope that's a good view. I got the camera set a little different. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but you can see it's a little off center. The tendon's going to be on this side, and the bowl is going to bowl out. It's going to dish out that way. So we're going to see what it does. It's just going to be a whole nother video. I'm going to take it and put it in resin, let it harden up, put it in my pot overnight, and then maybe turn it Sunday and finish out the video of just turning the bowl. So this is more or less just a video for you know, acknowledging Dan and the group that I ran into Wednesday night through Zoom, and how much I appreciate everybody's input and information that was given to me. And yeah, I'll have another video. So maybe I'll have 2 videos out this week. One's just kind of like me talking, which is this one, and the other one is I'll finish up this bowl. So thanks for watching, and appreciate all you guys, and yeah, just any questions or comments, just leave them, and I'll try to get right back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.